So I literally had just gotten back from New York City. I had been traveling for about like a month. I went to Minnesota, stopped, said hi to my friends. My dog got to visit some of his doggy friends as well. And then I went to New York City, got my hair done, saw some more friends, and then my family. And yeah, that was just so refreshing. But I'll tell you a little bit about that a little later on in the video.
You feel me?
Right now, I'm just headed to go have a girl date with my bestie. And, you know, to be honest, right now, I'm just in a place where a lot of my intimate, relations are with girls right now. I rarely go on dates with men. The city doesn't really have much providers, or it's not a city where it's like dating to marry. So I find like in the absence of that, I'm typically coming across men where it's like just very here and now. It's not really intentional. And I need to live a very intentionally structured life. And that's what we're doing.
Oh, is this road? Okay. They unfinished the road. That's why I'm like, oh my God. That was crazy. That was scary.
Not the road ending.
And it was like all unfinished.
So back to dating in Dallas, the vibe just it really doesn't float my boat. But I would tell you one thing, as far as like my heart being full, a lot of my relationships and the love that I experience, it really does come through my community and my friends. And in general, I don't see Dallas as a place where I'm dating to marry. I'm just really here for my creative expression and building my community and spending time with my friends. Like, there's something about the love here that really rewired my brain. And now we're finally here. Oh my God.
So we're gonna go in and have some oysters. I can taste the zinc and the mercury already. She said it was crazy, but yeah, I like it. So we're here at the Hudson House. We're gonna go in and get some oysters, as mentioned before, because this is the thing that we do. We have to go get girl dinner, or happy hour rather. And this fucking dress is exposing me. Yeah, I'm gonna go in. I'm waiting for ice to come, and yeah, I'm just gonna get out of this wind because this is not really giving much for me. So we're here, and yeah, it's actually so lovely. It might be a little bit loud, but let's take a look at the menu. I'm still waiting for ice.
I'm not even gonna lie, I'm really just here for the mercury and the zinc. I've been craving oysters every week, and I really need like a shrimp cocktail to match, and I'm definitely gonna have an espresso martini. Like, I don't know what it is, but I'm literally calling it fertile food. But here's the place. I just love the ambiance.
Oh my God, but the martini. Yeah, so this is probably gonna be my new place. Hi. So I'm still waiting a friend. She's outside, but can I start with some water? And I'm gonna get the espresso martini with a Bailey's base. I already know what I want. Easy on the vodka?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I'm just gonna get what I usually get, to be honest.
So of course, the martini arrives, and I just have to do like a taste tester. And I'm gonna say this.
You like it?
The motherfucker definitely was motherfucking. But back to dating in Dallas, what I do find is the men are not really intentional in a very future-oriented way. They're very here and now. Now we're just discussing what does that look like and how does that typically show up. Because what's very common is a guy expressing that he wants to do certain things with you, but then for some reason, no actual plans ever come up. You know what I mean? So this is kind of like a passive way to sell a dream to a woman, or to leave her hoping that maybe you're going to actually follow up with plans. But in reality, you never know if any plans will amount to anything. And if you do go on a date, like, there's no telling if it's gonna actually amount to something serious. So yeah, that's a bit of a concern. You can't build a life with someone in that way.
No, it's giving. It's not. Men that really, all I know is any guy that
Like, what are you waiting for?
No, that's why. The men that do that last minute planning are the ones that's never gonna take you on a date. I don't know what it is. It's almost like the equivalent to the guy that always hits you up at nighttime to fuck. He's never gonna end up in a relationship. It's always it's like a pathology amongst people that are not intentional about you. You see what I'm saying? So it shows up in all these little ways. It could be anything from the lack of intention around planning a date, hence the reason why it's always like on a whim, last minute hit you up, or it's like flaking a lot. It's like a lot of talking, a lot of confecting, expressing what you want to do, and it never amounts to anything. It's a lack of intention. It's like all this talking, all this trying to do things, but it's lack of planning, lack of intention, lack of doing things in advance. Yeah.
It's giving he might not actually out on a date.
And this is very much the case with men that are typically hitting you up last minute, asking you what you're doing, what are you doing? Yeah, they have no intentions on doing anything serious.
Different.
He's consistent.
So I like this. I encourage women to go after, but not every woman can handle it.
So I usually encourage women to go after the good guy, and usually these men, women would typically find very boring. I think that anyone would be bored with something very consistent, but as you get very older and you mature and you really desire stability, you'll notice that you have a newfound appreciation for men that are actually quite boring. When you get older, you enjoy doing boring things like just being naked in your house, laying on the couch and eating ice cream. You appreciate men that get up and do the same damn things every single day. You're looking for someone that can consistently fit into your schedule. And this is especially for anyone that's like a neurodivergent or have a type A personality especially. Or maybe you're a woman that really prefers someone that's very future oriented. And people that are also like that, they're very pragmatic, they're very goal oriented, they're always planning things, they don't have their time to waste. So they also enjoy being, present, doing the same things that may ultimately lead to longevity. Like as a woman, you have to truly value those qualities in your life to really be able to mesh well and be able to receive that kind of guy, the good guy. To enjoy boring is to enjoy predictability. Sometimes that's not for everyone, but if you know that this is you, then this may very well be for you. The boring guy. You just have to be able to see that for yourself. I think that more women would be less bored with this kind of guy if they were romanticizing them more. And I actually do see that as a thing. More women are becoming attracted to the Russell Wilson, the, Aaron Pierre, like the quintessential Prince Charming, the good guy. He's a good man, Savannah. So in general, I do believe that women need to develop an acquired taste for this kind of guy. You have to learn to appreciate this kind of flavor.
Tonight, STK for my apartment. Free steak, free drinks and bites.
Oh, I guess we're going there right after.
Yeah.
Speaking of steakhouse, yeah, I have a theory, don't quote me, that whenever a man wants to pump you full of meat, he's just going to take you to a steakhouse first. And while we're here, because we're really here for the fertile foods, yeah, there's something about a man taking me out to a steakhouse and proceed to let me order a ribeye steak. And of course, I'm going to have my oysters, my shrimp cocktail, and espresso martini. Yeah, the only thing I'm really looking to do after is lay down in that bed and let him eat me to sleep. Like, look at this food right here. We do know that oysters are an aphrodisiac, but I am just like I'm just like feral, guys, to be honest. Like, I'm obvious here because you know what type of time I'm on. Like, it's kind of hard to fully explain, but for some reason, as I become more feral and fertile and just screaming for more physical intimacy, my taste buds they've become more expensive. I don't just want the finer things. I need fertile foods. Like, to be honest, I would love for someone's son to feed me and make love to me. Like, the physical intimacy just needs to slap thereafter. But, I do have to settle for, the shrimp cocktail and the espresso martinis and the steak and the oysters.
Pardon me? Saltine, toasted sourdough bread. You guys can find any type of bread at all? No. Let me think about it.
Put them on to anybody.
So now we're just headed to STK for more fertile foods and to, of course, finish our discussion. Also, someone stated that if a guy takes you to a steakhouse, for the first date, it's probably not going to last. How do you guys feel about that so far? 10 technically it is true for me, so there's probably some truth to that. I'm really interested in hearing if there's any truth to that for you ladies, and beyond that, I guess we'll see how it goes.